So, Roy against Wi-Fi Trainer, okay. I can see it go both way if he doesn't respect the deep breath of Wi-Fi Trainer. Because when you think about it, whenever you got a Wi-Fi Trainer under steroids, it's basically the same thing with a projectile as Roy.
Yeah.
You want to get close, you want to get into your face and do a lot of damage. The only issue again is that Roy will be in that state for the whole game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, maybe we'll see this back and forth depending on, again, the state of Wi-Fi Trainer.
Yeah, the thing about Wi-Fi Trainer is that in a lot of matchups, Wi-Fi can be very, very strong. But the other character has to be one that gives room for Wi-Fi to do their silly business.
Yeah.
And two, the football, the bowling ball,
yeah,
whatever,
the volleyball.
The ball,
I think it's the volleyball.
Volleyball, yeah, volleyball. That's
the green ball.
the green ball. It's similar to the Gordo that if a character has
the priority
disjointed
can change.
hitboxes. Disjointed hitboxes are like one of the main things. Is that a sword character will beat a Gordo and the volleyball.
True, I wasn't
More
actually
often
thinking
than not.
about it. I was more thinking about the sun ball, what you call the salute the sun. Thing.
Yeah, the sun salutation. That's right.
But you were right on the first thing you said, which is if Roy makes a mistake of giving Wi-Fi Trainer room to breathe, he's going to be there for a hard time. However, if he seals his face from the get-go up to the end of the game, then it's another story.
Absolutely.
And we know how Wi-Fi Trainer loves to jump out of the... Oh, Fox! That's another one who loves to be in his face.
Yeah. So yeah, Myst definitely has been playing Fox as well. As I mentioned, Myst has a lot of characters. So, and as we see, our production team assumed the Roy as well.
Yes, but they are here.
Here is the Fox. I have seen Myst playing Fox, and of course, Fox is one of those characters that is very explosive, likes to play in your face, using the good frame data of the nair and back air to shield pressure and whatnot. And here we go. That is what Wi Trainer wants to do. You want to be off stage, get that deep breathing, get the ball, and oh, I love the crawl. The crawl actually beats the lasers. That is so cool.
Yeah,
I didn't think about that.
Again, but oh, okay. No, and when you think about it, the deep breath didn't do that much damage. Yes, however, as you were saying before, you will see Fantasy go out of the ledge along a few times during the set just to get that deep breath, because this is maybe the only place he can actually do it without getting punished for it.
Absolutely. And we mentioned that Fox is a character that likes to keep a lot of pressure, but Myst, he's been spacing around, moving a lot, and that's given Fantasy a lot of space to go for some stuff, and it has cost Myst, but hey, Myst right now, last few seconds, has been putting more pressure, so we'll see if he can keep that up.
Yeah, again, good catch here. Not getting punished at all for letting Fantasy get that deep breath going. In the end, he didn't get any damage, and finally a good nair is going to do some damage here, but not enough good out smash here to finish the end of the jab. But okay, now what? Now this is the moment for Fantasy to shine.
Ooh, yeah,
He's getting edge guarded by Fox.
Yeah. And the thing with the Fox is Fox is really good ledge trapping because you have those fast hitboxes with the nair and the back air and whatnot. But Wi-Fi Trainer is one of the best characters in the game, maybe, at just getting off the ledge because you have that volleyball is actually really powerful, and you have fast hitboxes that cover surprising amounts of space.
Yeah,
but
it's
hey,
another true character.
Yeah,
I mean, who knows the match about Wi-Fi Trainer on the palm of his hand? No one. Good setup, good beginning of a combo here, and when you think that it, like, if I'm correct, Fantasy is in the deep breath, right? Yeah. So in the end, he did manage to get 80% in while getting a full combo in the head, while he was supposed to be shining at that specific moment. So quite, let's say, what's the name? Disappointing moment here for Fantasy.
Right.
3% already, and you know that Myst is going to fish for those nair to connect into an up smash afterwards. So what's interesting on the side of Fantasy is that he dropped the idea of going for the deep breath now. They just want to get in his face, sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. And Myst is having a bit of trouble at getting in here and closing out the stock, because it's got a lot of percent early on, but hasn't really managed to keep that up. Fantasy has slowly been building up this percent, and suddenly it's very close to even.
Yeah, that's the problem with Myst. He want to fish for those up smash, for those options to get a kill, and while being so like predictive on this, like we know he's going to fish for them. Fantasy is playing around it and then punishing every approach. Good snipe!
Oh, that was beautiful. I love that. Oh, that.
So this is what they call the Finnish snipers. Okay, that's it. Good to witness it firsthand. Good catch here without taking any damage, so this is back to square one for both players.
Absolutely, and
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh! Then what?
Fox's Shine is also a reflector.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, it's one of the longest reflector because it works like during the whole animation, so you can't do anything with it. Or against it if you go for a projectile.
Yeah, it's a great move.
Again, the same situation as before, 120% sure, but now Myst, you know for sure he's going to fish for those back hits, those up smash. He wants to connect and there, maybe to go again for those up smash. So Fantasy know what to expect, and because of that, he could be like wary of it, play around it, but he didn't. He went for the jab and got punished for it.
Yeah, and yeah, that is going to be a 1-0 lead for Myst. I wonder if he's going to switch characters, because Fantasy actually did really well there at a lot of points, and Myst is going to be the higher seed here. Myst is, I believe, seeded to make it into the...
I think he's projected to win one this
Myst,
one indeed.
Myst
Let's
is
see.
one of the
We got a
highest
bracket
seeded
going
pools.
here.
Also,
Where is it? What do you have for us, Myst? You are seeded 7, so he's going to be just before the 6, who will be sent into tomorrow's tournament, if I'm correct. Because if I don't say any wrong thing here, we are going to have the 6th best player today, as it is a last chance qualifier, being sent to the last part of the Invitational tomorrow for the real roundtable rumble. And if I may say, there's nothing round here. So yeah, we had a discussion with Lancelot before, because we need to review a few things about the current setup, because all the tables we see around here are square, do not verify.
yeah, that... Maybe it's like a figurative table.
Maybe the table is in the hearts.
Yeah, it's like...
Okay.
It's about coming together. That's
maybe the table is the friends we made along the way.
yeah, you know how it goes. Like King Arthur, he made the table because with his knights, because he didn't want to seem like he was like too important. Like if you have like a square table and you're sitting at the very end of it, you seem like you're more important, and it's like a status symbol. But if you have a round table, everyone's equals.
Yeah, I don't know what's more important than the table though. The game, maybe.
True. And here we have Myst once again getting a bit of a lead, but hey, Fantasy has proven to be a little agile, a little difficult to kill, a little sneaky.
Yeah, but again, we've seen how he wasn't respecting the option with Myst sometime and got punished for it every time. Okay, sure, you're going to get the jab in, the bury, and an elbow in the face. Hey, what was that?
I love Wii Fit Trainer's silly hitboxes. That is the one thing about this character. It's like you have the forward air. It has a leg hitbox in the back.
Yeah, the jab too.
The jab also. It's so funny. I love it.
Here, what just happened is that he managed to avoid the up smash by going for a down tilt.
It's so cool. I love it. This character is so funny.
And again, back to square one. But we got a Fantasy and the deep ref here. Look at the damage!
Yeah,
21% with down tilt.
Yeah, that was like a Ganon knee.
Yes.
I mean, you gotta work out. Like, we're gamers here, we don't, but like, the results definitely speak for themselves. Once you do it, so.
Okay. Evening the odds here with a string of a tilt, but yet still behind. Myst need to be wary again because Fantasy under deep breath will be able to find a kill quite early. So either he doesn't let him breathe, or he respects it during the whole deep breath situation.
Absolutely. Myst is getting a little antsy, a little impatient. a little impatient, a little antsy, and Fantasy is, you know, that's the thing with Wii Fit players, that they kind of embody their character. They're very patient. They breathe in. They do the meditation. They're very calm. They don't get flustered. But Myst, you know, he's a fantastic player, very, very good, but he does get flustered quite often.
Yeah, specifically going for those. Oh, never mind.
That was
just went. Okay, you know what? I'm going to give you the last hit. However, I love what
like
Myst
that
is
side
going
B.
for. Yeah,
That side B
again,
was
trying to
cool.
get it back here. But oh, I don't like this at all.
Okay, I think he was trying to go to the ledge with that the volleyball there, but didn't manage to get it.
Yeah, but well, he did manage to punish it, and this may come back to him to bite his hand afterwards, because sure, 60% is a lot of damage, but we've seen already how Myst doesn't have any issues ramping up those damage. And we've seen again on the first game how he was able to get the kill to punish the approach of Fantasy. So as long as Fantasy doesn't respect all the through from Myst, he's out of the woods. Uh-oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Again?
So the thing with those jabs is that Fantasy's really mixing up how many jabs he does. Sometimes it's the jab 1, sometimes it's jab 1 and 2, and sometimes it's all 3. So Myst has to guess when to go for the up smash punish.
Yeah, this is what you see from a few players here and there, the classic jab check. You know, you go for the jab 1, jab 2, see what happens afterwards. If there's no shield, go for the third one. If there is a shield, you go for a grab or something. So quite well mastered here by Fantasy. Did manage to get down to his last stock though, so Myst still can do it again as long as he keeps the pressure on Fantasy. Never mind. Ooh.
Almost got you. We both saw that. We both saw that. We both saw that. That would have been. I would have been laughing so hard.
Parrying
That would have been so funny.
Jab.
Ooh, Myst kind of bringing it back. Myst kind of bringing it back.
Yeah, the clutch factor and his shock in.
But the offstage.
Is this the end of the Fantasy? Yes. Nope.
No, not just yet. Not just yet.
Deep breath. Can he go for a deep breath? I'm not sure. We don't have enough time. What was that?
Yeah, Myst was covering both. That was actually covering roll, but then Fantasy did an air dodge right into the roll range.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
he was covering the rolling, as you were saying, predicting it.
It was a mix-up there for Fantasy, but it didn't work on Myst. This was there just staring.
Again, here Fantasy was maiming, like, too focused on his own game plan to not react